Yeah, I don't know what happened. This stream just disconnected. I have no idea why. Just trying to sort this camera shake out. There's such a lot of camera shake. I just had to change positions. That reduces the camera shake a bit. It's on the fence, you see, it's shaking on the fence for some reason. Just move position slightly. Yeah, I don't know why it disconnected me. That last stream, it just does that every now and then, randomly. Just for no reason. I could tell because I could tell the amount of people who were watching it. Just number just drop, so I know there's something wrong when it does that. And then somebody says it's buffering. That's all. When somebody says that, I know. A lot of times people don't say anything, and so I don't know. But I could tell when the viewing numbers have dropped off. I knew there was something wrong. I knew there was something I missed. Yeah, does that, and I just don't know why it does it, but it just randomly does it. It's annoying. Sometimes you do a full stream, it doesn't disconnect, and then you know, sometimes you can go hours, no disconnects, and then other times it just drops for no reason. And I pay for unlimited data, so there's no problem with data. It's usually just a few days, Senga. Just a few days as a rule. You know, when you go past that 50, it usually takes a day or two before it allows. You've got to go into the app, into YouTube, and you know, tell it that you want a live stream. You know. On a mobile phone. I'm saying that, I don't know if you do actually, I can't remember. I know when you first do live streaming you have to tell it, haven't you? I just can't remember. What is the next train? Pendolino. Yeah, that's right. When you first set it up, they put like a countdown clock on, and you have to wait 24 hours. That's right. I don't know why. Yeah, it takes a while for it to update. It does. It's like when I put my lives up, it'll say so many views, and then actually when you a day later the views have gone up, you know what I mean? It's they're always a few days behind for some reason. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Heather. Carol Vorneman. Countdown clock, that's it. That's the one. I remember when I used to watch that, and I used to freeze frame it on Conundrum to see if I could get the conundrum. Yeah. Yeah, old Richard, oh, he would dry, weren't he? Yeah. There's one on YouTube, you know, where they set it up for him. All the yeah, there's one on YouTube where they do a setup for Richard Whiteley, and this is his birthday of 500 episode. I can't remember what the reasoning is behind it, but all the crew and the contestants, they're all actors, and they're all actors, and so Carol Vorderman's obviously in on it, and everybody, and when they put the words up, where you've got to make a word, say like. They made it so there were a big word in it, and it was dead easy to work out. And it's going to contestants, and you could see a word. It said, maybe it might have said like alligator, and so it's right to contestant. How many letters have you got? 2. And Richard White be looking at him thinking, what, 2? You know, and stuff like that. And then you got to other person. I mean, you got 3, but there were a dead obvious word in there, and he couldn't work it out, and they were all the setup. It's really funny. It's on YouTube. You have to watch it. It's hilarious, absolutely hilarious. The numbers games are so simple, and yet he goes to contestants and says, "What number have you got?" "Oh, I couldn't do it." And he goes to the other one. "Oh, I couldn't do it." And he's, "What?" It's just a setup. And conundrum's dead obvious, a right easy word, and none of them got it. Yeah, it's on YouTube. You have to, I don't know what you have to search for. I just put crew set up Richard Whiteley or something. I don't know if it was his birthday or his so many episodes or what. I can't remember what it were, but it's absolutely hilarious. Hello, Slim Jim 57. How are we doing? Yeah. The monkey playing symbols. Oh yeah. I mean, I love that chase. Sometimes Bradley Walsh just loses it, doesn't he, on chase, and can't stop laughing. I love that. Hello, Swiddy Games. How are we doing? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, Slim Jim 57. I've moved my camera to try and get rid of some of the shake off the wind. The girl's name? No. 15 to 1. What's 15 to 1? Is that? Oh, is that the one with Anne? What's she called? That old woman who were right nasty with him. Is that 15 to 1 with that? What was she called? Her? Anne Robinson. Anne Robinson. Is that 15 to 1? Where they have to write something on a board and flip it over. Oh no. What's 15 to 1 then? I can't think what that is. I don't remember that. I remember the name, but I just can't think what it is. Fanny Schmeller, that's it. She's a German tennis player, and she's called Fanny Schmeller. Imagine that. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna just walk past here. Oof, oof. can't remember 15 to 1. I'm going to have to Google that, YouTube it when I get home. I can't remember it. But I remember that one, Fanny Smeller, and she were, I'm sure she was a German tennis player. And he were in bits, weren't he? Bradley Walsh when that come up, that question. I used to University Challenge. Oh God, yeah, I remember that. Well, we used to have a friend, a mate of mine, and he just looked like Bamber Gascoigne off University Challenge. And oh, it was funny. We used to call him Bamber. That was his nickname, Bamber. And every time we saw him, we used to go bing bong bong da 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 da. We used to sing that every time we saw him, and we called him Bamber. Yeah, his real name was Barney actually, but we used to call him Bamber because he looked just like Bamber Gascoigne. Oh, he was funny. Hello, old Mackie's back. How are we doing? We're just reminiscing on old television programs. That's this afternoon's topic. University Challenge, yeah. God, that were hard. That that was just mind numbing with that quiz. Started for 10 for King's College, Oxford. Bell had ringing and zap over, wouldn't come, and he hadn't a frigging clue what they were on about. Then he did whap down to other thing for up in Cambridge, and he started for 10 and this for that and that for this. You didn't have a clue what was going on. Another one I used to like, and I mean, God, it was so. There's another one of them on YouTube. There is Family Fortunes, where they had to do the bits at the end where they had to say, "We asked 100 people this," and they win the money. You know, the end one, where they win the big money, whatever it were. And there was this guy, and it's on YouTube, and he only had to get something like 20 points, and he got nothing. He got nothing. The woman who'd answered first got 180 points, because you had to get 200, didn't you, I think? And he couldn't even get 20. His answers were ridiculous, you know. And I think it was that guy who were married to Amanda Holding, who were presenting it. I can't think of his name. And he kept saying, "If it's up there, I'll give it money myself," because there was no chance. And they lost. That's on YouTube, is that? I watched that the other week, and it's something like the worst ever Family Fortunes episode. Terrible. Max Bygraves, yeah, he did it. There were Max Bygraves, and there were Les Dennis, and who else did it? Somebody else did it as well. Oh, that young guy did it lately, the latest one. I think somebody else did it, I know. Can't remember. Bob Nuncoat, that was. Gino, yeah, he's done it as well, correct, he has. Gino, yeah, he did it. Krypton Factor, well, that was the one where they had to do, yeah. That were, what were he called? He presented that, Gordon, we called Gordon Burns. Hello, Trains and Tones, how we doing? Gordon Burns, yeah. And your boy on Radio 2. Who's that? Jeremy Vine, maybe? Bullseye. Oh, I remember Bullseye. That was funny. Jim Jim Bowen got away with some of stuff. You know, there's one particular episode where this woman said something like what is it? She ran one of these sort of Weight Watchers clubs or something, and Jim Bowen just said, "Yeah, it said something like to her, well, it's not working very well, is it?" And just laughed, and you know, unbelievable. You know, bullseye, and hiding behind bully, it's a tease made. And then if you want the star prize, you lived in Birmingham, you want a speedboat. Yeah. Remember, keep out of the black and in the red. Nothing in this game for two in a bed. Dusty bin, yeah. Ted Rogers. God. Hello, Anima Adil, how we doing? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't remember that. I remember the Hello, Anima Adil. Yeah, you look back at some of them shows, they were, you know. I'll tell you what used to make me laugh, an old short generation game with Bruce Forsyth, where they had to make something. You know, they get an expert in to say make something on a potter's wheel, and then contestants had to do it, and it was always a disaster. Generation game, yeah. Winner takes it all, yeah, I remember that and all. Generation game, they had that conveyor belt, didn't they, where you had to remember all the prizes. Hello, Paolo Zornick, how are we doing? The worst was Name That Tune, yeah, that were there. Lionel Blur, I think, who did that, didn't he? Or Tom O'Connor, right. I'll name that tune in too and all that lot, yeah. Stars in Their Eyes, yeah, I used to like that, Stars in Their Eyes. How the makeup and how they made transform people on that, I always thought were amazing. Tom O'Connor. Play Your Cards Right, that was another one with Bruce Forsyth. Give us a clue. Jim Davidson, a young boy, said to him, "I'm on TV, how do you make a snooker table laugh? Put its hand in its pockets and tickle its balls." Hello, John Nichols Bernie, how are you doing? Hello, the Robloxer. Hello, RR Chanel, how are we doing? Yes, Planet X15, yes, I'm in the UK. Remembers Planet, remembers Rent-A-Ghost, yeah, absolutely, I vaguely remembered it. Hello, Natalie, on the Beachhill, Netherlands. Excellent. Natalie, Nafal on the beach. Yeah, I'm in the UK. Has anyone seen Big Two? Last seen in Greg's Bane, Slade Baker, really before boarding people produce. Lots has changed. Very good. Just don't understand there. Somebody sent me a message saying they can't comment in chat. I'm trying to work out if there's any reason why, but there's nothing, no settings I can alter anything. I can't hear you. Yeah, I'm just outside a car, just see, looking on camera, see if any settings. I've got a freight train here. Speak louder, we can't hear you properly. Yeah, I was just outside the car. I was just seeing any settings or somebody sent me a message saying that they couldn't comment in chat. It said restricted mode is on, but I don't have any modes to change anything, you know what I mean? Everybody else is... It must be something at their end. You know, because it's there's nothing I can change here. Yeah, in the United Kingdom, white tiger in the United Kingdom. The chat's set on all messages. There's no restrictions on or anything. You know. Chat. I don't know why when you don't, nothing happens with it for some reason. The chat just stops on me. Don't forget, if you're new here, subscribe. Oh, for God's sake, what for? This message is held for review. 100 likes gets Big G doing a strip dance outside Tesco's. What the hell are you on about? There's the chat. I'm looking at up-to-date chat now. What? Who was the last person to speak? Was it Robloxers? Yes, sub. Was that the last? Alright. Bird is still tweeting. Hello, John Arnold. Greetings from a train spotter in 1958, retired in 1963. Excellent. Yeah, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and double tap your screen. Just like that. Tap, tap. This is the second stream I've done today. For some reason, the first stream lost connection. (1963) was the great train robbery. Couldn't happen now, no. They don't carry anything on trains with nicking. Especially that amount of money. I mean, nobody would bat an eyelid now for that small amount of money. Back then it was a lot. Can't believe it's 20 to 5. Can't believe it's 20 to 5. Well, we've got the logs on the way. The logs are on the way. So you'll soon be able to pay by card any limit. For anything, any limit. Yeah, that's true. Now I am a big fan. Near can I till you said it, lol. Yep. The log train is the next freight through here. That log train that we've seen so many times. It's actually running a bit late. Is that it's usually hiding round the corner, but not today. You've never seen the log train, have you not? All right, it's a big long train, and it's usually got 22 carriages full of logs on. It comes every single day, Monday to Friday. It goes from Carlisle to a place in Wales called Chirk, and a company called Kronospan. It's a class 70 diesel with lots of logs on the back. Well, you'll see it anyway. It's due through here in 20 minutes or so. Oh yeah, you can do as many as you want, Sanger. Certainly do more than 2, that's for sure. I've done a few in the past. I don't know, I have them all scheduled now. I've got short scheduled right up until the end of this year. I have. I schedule them so one goes on every other day. I used to put one on every single day, but I worked it out that you get better views if you put a short on every other day. Who the hell's Big G? Who's Big G? What are you babbling on about, Freds? I thought it was 3:30. No, it's 4:45 nearly. I've been here since, what time did I arrive here? At 1:30. I've been here since 1:30. Oh God, I'm gonna get rid of this idiot. I understand so much of whatever he were babbling on about. Yeah, he needed to go, Sanger. He needed to go. No, just talking nonsense here. Absolute nonsense. Yeah, something about, I don't know. Just everything he typed in the chat since arriving with nonsense. Lidl had so many bargains this morning, cost me more than a normal shop. Excellent. made a cottage pie yesterday, topped with champ. Topped with champ. What's champ? I don't know what champ is. This is real spotter planes shorts. Hi, my friend. Just got home from school. Excellent. You back, Heather? Suddenly, Tesco is cheaper if you have a club card. Oh, yeah. Champ is mashed spuds with scallions. Alright, I know what mashed spuds are, but what are scallions? I don't know what a scallion is. What's a scallion? Oh, spring onions, yeah, oh yeah. How you talking? I've never heard of that before. Spring onions chopped up finely and put in beans. It's lovely, it is. You get some baked beans and then put some spring onions in. Oh wow. Totally changes the way baked beans taste. In fact, they go with all sorts, don't they, really? Spring onions. As you call them, scallions. They go with anything. Yeah. It sounds good, Heather, I must admit. I love onions. I love onions. Can't remember where I went or where I saw it, but somebody remarked on, they said the beans had spring onions and they said it was unbelievable, and God, it is, it makes a big difference. Scallions, I remember that one. Champ is for tea tonight. Excellent. Very confused with all these slang words. Champ is, what's champ again? I forgot what champ is. Oh, champ is mash with, yeah, got it. Can't believe that the new clear floss was so late last night. Yep, no, I can't. I certainly won't be waiting for them today, that's for sure. That is dead sure. I won't be sat here in the door like I were last night, like a muppet. No way. Good old traditional food, I love it, yeah. Well, after the log train's been, I'm going to call it a do, because I've been here since 1:30. So, 5:10. That'll be the end for me, unless there's something really abnormal coming, which I don't think there is. So we'll check. No, there isn't anything abnormal coming. It'd have to be something very special to get me to stop any longer, because yeah. I made a video on my channel making champion sausages on a cold day back in June and July. Oh yeah. Trying to think. The Roblox. Hello, the Roblox. So I didn't realise you'd actually gone anywhere. quiche, yeah, I love quiche. God, you're making me hungry. I've got a pot of broth cooking at the minute. Made a pot the other day. Excellent. Yeah, you don't need to keep asking that, Rebloxy. You don't need to keep repeating yourself, Rebloxy. You don't keep repeating yourself. People understand the concept. Jeff must have a little bit of energy left here. Can't start barking. The log train's on its way. I can't see it on the diagram. It's currently passing through. It's just gone through Pleasington Station. Fergus had a late breakfast and declined his carrots. Oh. Hello, Ferrovi Stazione. How are we doing? Yeah, I think Heather's got a parrot called Fergus, haven't you? Is it a parrot or a parakeet or something like that? Lights up. That's called Fergus, isn't it? Or am I getting mixed up? Won't be long now, old Mac, and you'll be in the same country as Heather. Excellent. You're going to make a bridge for your mini train. Excellent. Fergal Sadie. Yes, next Tuesday, moving to Ireland. Back on the Emerald Isle, yeah. Hello, Stuart. You're back. Don't know when my furniture is arriving. It'll turn up sooner or later. Yeah. Nope, this is a cardboard replica. I forgot where you've been, Stuart. You've been somewhere, haven't you? You said you were going. Oh, you've been to that dog to hairdressers. That was it. Been to the dog grooming place. Yeah. Get in the duvet and wrap yourself up in the car. Yeah. A bit of car camping. Ever knows all about car camping. She's an expert at it. She's an expert car camper. No, I'm a bit old for Lego, I'm afraid. Yeah. Heather's a car camping expert. If you want any handy hints on how to car camp, she's the person to speak to. Yeah, I've been on a barge. Tinfoil and water to block out. Yeah, I hired a barge it's a long time ago now, about 15 years ago, and me, my mum, and kids went on it. It was really funny where they just sat there, and up front, it had like a glass front on it, and it absolutely chucked it down. It did. I'm at back steering, and they're sat at front in this glass thing, all nice and dry, supping coffee and stuff, and I'm there at back steering it, getting drenched. I thought, this is typical. This, I'd paid for it all, and I'm the one getting drenched. Yeah, a bar was on a barge. It was barge bar in Belfast. Excellent. Hello, Chingies boys. How are we doing? Yeah, we're in the United Kingdom, the UK, England. Stop saying that, floor bloxer. In the United Kingdom, in the United Kingdom, near Preston, train spotter 0502. My mates had their album launch party on the barge. Great wee venue, excellent. Thank you very much, Chingies boys. Hello, smooth operator. How are we doing? It is. It's turned out quite nice anyway. Yeah. Sometimes it's busy, Chingy. Sometimes it's quiet. There's just a bit of a quiet spell, but there'll be stuff coming through in a minute. I can see things on the diagram moving. We've got stuff moving in all directions, to be honest with you. Yes. Does your dog like cheesecake? I haven't got a dog, but that's for a dog owner. That's all for all the dog owners in the chat. I like dog biscuits too. I love cheesecake, me. But to be fair, I'm not keen on the shop bought ones. I think they're a bit, I don't know. beef hula hoops. Yeah, I think the shop bought cheesecake. Well, they're all right, but they're not as good as what people make at home. You know, they taste well, they're okay, but they're not real. Correct, they are. They really are. So much better. Me father-in-law's wife, her cheesecakes were to die for. And when we used to go to her house, she was always baking, cooking and baking stuff. And one day we went and she made an Eton mess. Oh God, it was a heaven, absolute heaven. Eton mess. Oh, I could have eaten a lot of it. It was beautiful. Best eaten mess I've ever tasted in my life. And she used to make cheesecake, and it was unbelievable. Yeah, my mum. Yeah, my mum used to make rhubarb. Uh, she used to make rhubarb pies, and oh, they were good. Yes, Michael, this is the UK, correct. Hello, Geo Heaver, how are we doing? Yeah, rhubarb pine custard. Oh, cool, can't eat it. She used to get it out of the garden. She used to be in a garden, rhubarb. She'd get it out of the garden and make it into a pie. Oh, it was heaven. Absolute heaven. Hello, Seymour. Hello, Daniela Carpenter. How are we doing? Hello, Rich Butler. How are we doing? Very cool. I'm in Boston. Excellent. I could go for some iced tea. Mm, yeah, rhubarb crumble. Yeah, any sort. To be honest with you, rhubarb, any sort of crumble. Out with custard with me. That's another thing. You buy a trifle from a shop. It's not as good as a homemade trifle. You know, right good thick layer of really thick custard on it. It's almost. Oh yeah. You will, Heather. I'll catch you later, Heather. Catch you later, Heather. Thanks for being here. Struggling to see the screen because it's sunlight. I had a friend in New Zealand who lived on cheesecake, who loved cheesecake, or lived cheesecake. She was a bus driver over there, and she often went on world tours, quite literally around the world, visiting friends. Right. Sadly, we lost her in 2008 last year. See you later, Heather. Lemon cheesecake. Yeah, I think all cheesecakes are nice. Homemade. I mean, the shop ones. I had one. Well, it's quite a while ago now. From Sainsbury's, a New York vanilla cheesecake, and it was alright, but it just didn't look or taste like the cheesecakes I've had. It just didn't seem the same. Didn't seem like it wanted to. I don't know. bird just nearly crashed into my car then. Did you send somebody to buy cheese? Excellent. Yeah, Stephen Caldwell, yeah. We get 37s every now and then. We get an oddity at weekends, you know what I mean? It depends what rail tours are on, you know what I mean? Last weekend there were class 20s, steam engines, had class 50s. 37s we get through here quite often, you know, in various guises, because we still get the departmental 37s coming through with the test train and stuff like that. The next train is going to be, could well be the log train, I don't know. I just don't know. The log trains here, it's waiting to be given permission to get on the main line. It's just hiding around the corner. What kind of tea? What kind of tea? Nice thing is, try my best to see what kind of tea. Where's the log train? On your captain's log. The log train is just waiting round the corner from me. It's literally from where I'm sat, the log train is probably 500 yards away. I can't see it, it's just round the corner. It's waiting to be given clearance to come on the main line. What's on the logs? Logs. That's all they are, logs. Just big logs. Runs every day. It's usually 22 carriages of logs. Captain's log, 3 days and still won't flush. Yeah, I've been there on that. I've been there with that one, Stuart. Believe me. I've been there and bought the T-shirts on that game. But oh, sorry, what's on the locomotive? Yeah, it's a class 70. It's always a class 70. Just watch today, it'll be different, but I'll check. 6J37, 37 it is. Yep, it's a class 70. 7805 Coreless Rail. And it's coming right now, according to the diagram, and here it is. It's just coming round the corner now. You'll be able to see it shortly when it's well, that's the thing is you can do really. They have a site, you know, they're growing them and chopping them and growing them, and it's a never-ending supply really. But here's the log train with a coreless rail, class 70, pulling all these logs, and you'll see it very shortly. It's just coming under the bridge now that I'm sat on. And there's no need to swear in the chat, people. There we have it finally. There's still no need to swear. It's not firewood, no. It's went to a place called Kronospan, which makes roof trusses. I dare say some of it will be firewood, but generally no. And that train runs every night, Monday to Friday. And that's not the only train they get. They get another one from somewhere else. So they're getting two. Oh, God forbid, what question is this now? I've no idea off the top of my head. From the old power lines or fresh wood. What? The old power lines or fresh wood, I haven't a clue what you're on about there. Anyway, as I said, that is going to be the last train of today for me. Because I need to go. Where do I need to go now? Oh, there's somewhere I need to go and I can't remember where. Oh, I'm glad somebody could answer that. What is the UK's gross domestic product? No idea. No, what the train was carrying, fresh wood or old power lines? No, it's fresh wood. You're not going to be looking stuff out of old power lines. Dodgy ambassadors, though. So yes, yes, I'm going to be going. I'll catch you all later. What does do the UK exports? I don't know. Does it matter? We're not getting into political nonsense here. I know. Yeah. The next train is going to be a Pendolino. I run a good ship, yeah. Somebody asking if we export coal now. No, we don't export coal. We don't expect women's knickers. Oh, God forbid. No, I can only stand so much of this. Sorry, but Seymour had to just go. Can't. Seymour were just talking nonsense and it was just getting more stupid. He was probably drunk. I don't know. I don't do it. I can only stand so much of that. Cool, yeah. You know, you can only stand so much continual questions and then swearing. I nearly kicked him out when he swore, but thought I'd give him a chance, but he didn't want it, so there we go. Oh, for Christ's sake, Roblox, so don't you start spamming chat or you'll be gone. It would spot my juice over my drink. Hello, any train spots, how are we doing? Any train spotting, sorry. Yeah. Don't be spitting your juice or your drawing, Senga. Is that a new art technique? Oh, you gotta laugh. I don't mind people saying nonsense. It doesn't bother me people saying nonsense in chat. But number one, I don't want politics and swearing or anything, any silly sexual innuendos, or I don't want complete, just keep repeating the same question, you know. So no, we don't have coal trains, no. We don't have coal in the UK now, we don't do coal. Probably some coal trains around the power stations, whatever power stations are remaining that run on coal. The nearest power station to me is a nuclear one, so there's no coal there. But you know, but yeah, when somebody just continually repeats the same question, why is what a bad word? Why is theet a bad word? What do you mean? For a Bloxer, you've got to sort your typing out, because where is theet a bad word? What does that mean? Yeah, correct. I used to love the coal trains as a kid in the Fiddler's Fair. Yeah, this week on Is It Art, we asked, do our artists enjoy new methods? We invite several would-be artists to spit it. Hello, George Ross, how we doing? Hello, Nuneaton Traction, how are we doing? How's it going, Nuneaton Traction? No chappies, I'm going to knock it on the head, I think. Probably would sell. Yeah, definitely. New methods, new art methods are always good to try. I mean, this painting's been done by monkeys that have sold for lots of money. You know. Sorry, I'm Lavian, so I do not know theet. Okie dokie. Whereabouts is this location? Yes, I'm just outside of Preston. All right. Hello, Chris. How we doing? I thought that's what it'd be. Something to do with the Wi-Fi. They must have some sort of block on or something. I figured that's what it'd have been. You know what I mean? Some sort of social media block or something bizarre. Old trying to compete his son sounds a bit. Are you in a little horse? No, I'm not in a little horse. I'm currently in a car. I'm in a car. It's what it's what you call. I think they call them SUVs, but it's a car. It's got 4 wheels and a steering wheel. Hello, Jonathan Molson. How are we doing? Yes, I'm sat in a car at the moment. Yeah, there's been a bit of freeway, nothing major. Sharing out my spot with the Jeanette. Yeah, they must have put a block on, you know, so you can't do social media through the Wi-Fi, because when she said she couldn't comment, I looked at the settings here and I thought, well, I couldn't find anything. When you said it was in restricted mode, I thought, well, I can't find anything that has a restriction on it or anything like that. Hello, Satish Mishra. Hello from India. How are we doing, Satish Mishra? So the camera is auto, yes. It's not a camera. It's a more. What you're viewing is being streamed off an iPhone 14 Pro Max. And I'm currently viewing on an iPhone 16 Pro Max. So I can see what you see. Because obviously my phone is clamped to a fence about 20 feet away from me. I'm nowhere near my phone. And I have a microphone on the fence. Hello, Features Coins. I have a microphone on my fence that records the sound of the track, obviously, and I have another microphone which is right here, which I've got right up to my mouth now. And that's in my car. Yes. Hello, Jeanette. How are we doing? You finally got a connection. Yeah, that's when I do meet. These chat lines you ring up. You can put it right to your mouth and do that ASMR business and all that nonsense. They're into that, aren't they? That. This is me rubbing my microphone against the BMW badge on a steering wheel. There you go. There it is. I've just clamped it back onto the roof. It's magnetic, so you just clamp it onto anything that's metal. Yeah, don't have so. That wasn't me, it was Chris connecting me. Yeah, they must have a setting on the router to stop me from, I don't know. It's bizarre. Very strange. You think they'd let you just, I don't know. Can you get nicked for doing that in public? No need to interaction, I'm gutted. The Liverpool to Worcester Steam Express has been cancelled, oh dear. Yeah, they're cancelling a lot lately, it annoys me and all that. We've got one this Saturday, I know that up here. We've got the usual Cumbrian Mountain Express, whatever it is. But at this location where I'm at now, it'll be that class 86 Les Ross. And then when it gets to Preston, it'll pick up a steam engine then. Do you say mate? I don't know. I never said a word, lol. He's been doing nothing. Yeah, I bet he does. It'll be a setting in they put some sort of setting on the wireless router that's stopping, stopping social media or something. Yeah. Les Ross, that'll be at weekend, that'll be Saturday, it'll be coming up from down south wherever the tour starts. It starts at a different location every Saturday, and it'll what is it? It swaps at Preston, picks up its steam at Preston, then it goes all the way up to Carlisle, then down the Settle and Carlisle line, back through the East Lancs line, back to Preston, where it loses the steam, and Les Paul comes back again at night, you know what I mean? Les Ross comes back. Who else? Les Paul. Les Ross comes back at night. You know what I mean? And It's more Saturdays is that train. And for the past few months it's been that rotten engine on Tangmere and I hate it. As soon as if I find out it's Tangmere, I will not be filming it. Yeah, well, yeah. I can't stand Tangmere. I think it's a... I think it's just... it looks very... It looks downtrodden to me, does Tangmere. It looks like it needs to go to scrapyard in my opinion. Yeah, it usually is Tangmere. Not last Saturday, Saturday before it were what the hell were it? It were a Black 5. But it normally is Tangmere. And I'm sick of seeing it, and I just think it looks it looks a tatty, dirty thing. But unfortunately, I think most of the West Coast Railways engines and stock looks dirty to me. When you compare it to locomotion services, theirs are always spick and span and clean, whereas West Coast Railways always look like they're downtrodden to me. Yeah, I thought chat was quiet. You're back, Roblox, sir. As soon as we're back, we'll do some research. Depends on the weather, that, what I do tomorrow. It's weather dependent. And also, it's garage dependent and all, because I've got my car's going in garage, but he hasn't phoned me up yet to tell me that the parts are here, parts have arrived. So, I don't know what the hell's happening. Traffic, chuck, e-bike, all that. So, I don't know what's going to happen. Funny old day tomorrow, because it's Thursday already. This week's gone nowhere. I don't know, Robloxer. It happens when it happens. I do them most days. If the weather allows me, I'll do them most days. But if it doesn't allow me, then I won't. Sporadic. You go to a maternity hospital, there's new lives starting all the time. The thing is, with West Coast Railways, they have plenty of steam at Cranford, but because they don't have air brakes, they can't use them with the coaches, so it's only Tangmere. Yeah, it's a poor do. It's a poor do. Need to sort themselves out. That feet sounds far. It's going in to have it. Part of it's going in to have some new bits put on it, some, I don't know, drop links or something, and bushes and things, and I don't know, some bits and bats on front, you know, and it's got like a bit of a clunk on one wheel when you hit a bump. It's clunky a little bit, and How does your setup look like? What setup's that? What are you on about, Roblox? Making me brain ache with you questions because I don't know what you're on about. Yeah, so it's supposed to be going in, and it was supposed to go in on Tuesday. I took it down and messed about, and then he said, "Oh, the parts haven't come." So he said, "I'll ring you up tomorrow when parts come." And he's supposed to ring me today, being Wednesday. He hasn't rung me up, so I'm going to have to ring him in the morning. You know what I mean? Especially if it's a wet, horrible day tomorrow. It's the perfect day for it to be in garage. Audio, video setup. I think I've just gone through all this once. I've got an iPhone 14 Pro Max on the fence, which is attached to a DJI twin microphone setup. One of which microphones is out on the track, near the track, and one of the microphones is right here with me. Right here with me. There. And I'm viewing, watching the chat and everything on another iPhone, an iPhone 16 Pro Max. And that's what I use. That's it. I have tried using a GoPro, but it's such a faff doing live streaming on a GoPro. You have to download this app, download that app, connect this, connect that, Wi-Fi this, Wi-Fi that, and it's a real faff. That's it. It's coming via satellite, which bounces off my teeth up to the top of Winter Hill. Yeah, Winter Hill's not far from me, actually. Been up there many a time. Winter Hill. We actually pinched a sheep from up there once when we were kids. Or we buried it. Slap coaxed into his car with a kebab. Like I used to go Mike the Buy, we did. Hello again from New York. If you had to guess, would you say you see more diesels or electric? Yeah, we definitely on this line we see more electric, definitely. An hour, it's probably 2 diesel trains every hour. Or is it 4? I think it's 2. And all the rest are electric, basically. Pretty much. I'd say over a day, it's sort of like 75% electric, 25% diesel. Some of the freight trains are diesel, quite a lot of them are diesel, but also some of the freight trains, especially at night time after dark, that's when the Class 90s seem to all come out, and that's usually electric. Them are electric, obviously. Will you be live? Oh, I have no idea. 27th of September, when's that? That's like... yes, they can. Can diesel electric train? Yeah, of course they can. I mean, you've seen it this afternoon. We don't have... It's all this... Every train can run on every track in the UK. It's all the same gauge. There is some aspects where certain trains can't run on certain tracks, but it's not to do with the gauge, it's to do with the curvature of the track. But again, going into deep things then with route availability and all that lot. I'm not going through all that now, because I know there's certain steam trains that can't go in certain places. Hello, Harry Easton, the train spotter, how are we doing? It seems to affect steam trains more than anything. No, a Lego train definitely would not manage these tracks. No. But I know some steam trains can't go through the junction at Daisyfield in Blackburn for some reason. I don't know why. There seems to be an issue with it. Yes, I'm fine, thanks, Harry Easton. I'm fine. Well, I'm going to have one last look at timetable, and if there's nothing interesting, it's going to be a time to go. I've been here now 4 hours. 4 hours. And the next freight train, believe it or not, is the good old. Oh, it's not on. Oh yeah, it is. The old nuclear train is the next freight train. I'm afraid. There's nothing else passing today, Harry. I'm going home soon. I've been here 4 hours. And Senga's going to make a square sausage. That's what a staple food of Scotland, the square sausage. I don't know what I'm going to be having. I know it don't definitely. I'm pretty sure it won't be a square sausage. That's for sure. I ain't got no square sausage. Anyway, I wonder if 90 is out and about today. I have no idea. I want to study. Past 68 called, I presume. Yes, it is. End cuts. I hate electric lines. The lines are annoying. Garbage rate electric. It is every time it's the same. I'm sure. Anybody wanting to look at my art? Glad I caught you in the end. Lol. My chat keeps freezing for some reason. For honesty, is this live for what? For how many in... This live's coming to an end very soon. What do you call a landscape where there's a small train station and a road near to a village with a big trees in both ways? I once saw it on a movie and it was really relaxing. Don't know why every now my chat just freezes and I'm sat here. You're better going to Carstairs, Lanark. Jaya. On Saturday and Sunday, I'm seeing my local oil train. Yeah, we used to have an oil train that, well, it weren't oil, it was bitumen train, used to come through here every day, but we've ceased running as that now. Yeah, that's it. There's lots of these class 43s now turning up on heritage railways now since they've started scrapping them and doing away with them. Anyway, people, that is definitely going to be the end for me. Thank you everybody for viewing, watching, liking, subscribing and all that lot. And I shall catch you all on the next one. Yeah. Catch everybody later. Thanks for watching. And weather permitting, I will do one tomorrow. Well, there's two things that are in my way tomorrow. Weather and I might not have a car. It's weather and whether or not I have a car. If the weather's bad, I hope I don't have a car because it's the ideal day for it to be getting repaired while I can't go anywhere. Catch you all later, folks. Thanks a lot. See you on the next one. Bye.